Roomies, this is Roma, and welcome back to Rooms by Roma Interior Design. I just wanted to take some time and talk about a couple things. This month was my birthday, so happy birthday to me. Monday I turned 57, and so one of the things I thought I'd do is give back to my subscribers. So in a previous video we talked about some things that I would purchase and some things that I would not purchase from HomeGoods. And so while I was there, I bought some stuff. So what I'm gonna do is show you some of the items that I purchased and how I would style them in my home. And one of these items will go to one of my lucky subscribers, and I'll get into that a little more and show you how you can sign up for that and take home one of these pieces. So this first piece I saw and I immediately wanted to grab it and stick it in my cart. If you know me, you know my vibe, and I gravitate towards things that have a lot of texture and movement or natural materials. And so this is a marble bowl. And I like it because, of course, it's one of those pieces that has gone viral and everyone sort of likes it. But it's a larger size, and you know, for me, bigger is better. It is a little more of an investment piece, so this is about 60 bucks. But I think for what you get, it's a good price for what you get. I think if you were to source this somewhere else, like at a CB2 or Crate and Barrel, or maybe even a Restoration Hardware, it would probably be twice as much. So this would make a good entryway piece. It would make a good piece that you set on your coffee table. I like the texture story it has, and it just looks very high-end for $60. So that would be one of the things that I would use this for. So this next piece, or two pieces, it's a set of storage boxes. I like these, of course, because of the aesthetic, the black and white. I just think it's always classic. It's never gonna go out of style. You can use these on a coffee table. You can use them on a side table. The thing I like about boxes is you can store stuff in them. So you can take your remote controls and stick them inside and not have them out on the coffee table. You can stick these next to your bed, and at night you can put your jewelry inside, so it's ready for you to go the next morning. And anytime you can buy something, like I said, in a set, it's great. These were relatively inexpensive. The smaller one was $9.99, $10, and then the larger one was $15, $14.99. So two of these together is a great price. Can't go wrong. The other piece I picked up was this footed tray. I like this because of this pattern. I don't know if you can really see this on camera, but this has a geometric pattern on top of the travertine, and I really like that. Again, it's a natural material, and so I love that. And it's neutral. You can probably sit this anywhere. I plan on styling this on my sink and putting my soap and my lotion on top of this, just to give it a little more style next to the sink in the kitchen. You can also use these in the bathroom for the same thing, if you have a soap pump in your bathroom. The other thing I like using these for is in my bathrooms, I don't have hand towels because I think that those are sort of gross for you to leave there for everyone to sort of use their hands. But I do have disposable towels, paper towels. And so I use these to keep them elevated off the sink so they don't get wet. And so you sit your towels on top of this, and it's just a nicer way to display those items. So this is a footed tray. Oh, how much? Yes, it is $24.99. So a little more expensive, but again, still less expensive than you would probably find somewhere else. So I like that. And these next two pieces I picked up as a set. I don't know if they are a set, but that's how I would design them, is do together as a set. So these are just floating wood objects. I would probably style these on top of a console table or an entryway table, coffee table, probably together, because I think they make more of a statement together than they would separately. I think this is acacia wood, don't quote me on that, but that's what it looks like. I have an acacia wood table in my home, and I think it looks just like this, but it's stained a different color. So the thing I do like about this, like I said, it is a natural material, and I just think those you just can never go wrong with. Wood, marble, stone, metal, those things you can just never go wrong with. And let me see the price on these. This one was $19.99, and I want to say that this one is about the same. Yeah, they're both the same price, $19.99. So pick these up if you're at your local HomeGoods. I think for something like this, again, I just think that that's something that you can style anywhere. They work with any style, and just pick these up. The next item are these Chagrin boxes. I'm not sure exactly what Chagrin stands for, what that material is, but it looks like snakeskin, but it's not really snakeskin. I like these because I like the texture of them. It kind of feels a little like leather. So they're like leathered on top. I think these actually would wear a little better than the Chagrin. Sometimes Chagrin scratches a little bit and it shows wear a little faster. The thing I like about these is, again, they're boxes. They're storage boxes. You can put stuff inside of these. So I would style these on an entryway table. Again, on your coffee table, if you have a large size coffee table, these would be great to stick your remotes inside. I really like the brass detail on the lid handle. That's metal that I really like to style with. The other thing I like about this is they are set, and they give you some visual height when you stack them on top of each other. And so more than likely I would display these together just like this, just to give your table a little more elevation. So that's how I would style these. And the small box is $24.99 and the larger one was $29.99. Still a good price. I think I priced something like this at CB2 and they were twice as much. So the larger one would be $60 and the smaller one would be about $50. So pick those up. So this next piece, it's just a little decor item. I'm not sure if you want to call it a knot or chains or whatever, but this is marble. And I like the color of it because you don't see a lot of darker marble. It's usually either white or gray. And so that's what it stood out to me. And I would style this either on top of a coffee table book or on top of the coffee table by itself, and try and give it a little more contrast. So like how it's on top of this table isn't showing as well as if it was on top of a white book or on top of a lifted object that was a different color or a contrasting color, so that this became the star. So I would try and style it that way. Also too, in some areas of the house, if you have other larger items, it's nice to break up the size of things and throw in something that's a little small. And this was $19.99. This was one of my other favorite pieces. This is a marble bowl. I like this because I like the shape of the bowl itself. I like the square shape. It's different than most of the bowls that you would see, the round shape or what would be either an elongated shape. The other thing I like about it is I like the texture story and the fluted quality that this has. It also reminded me of tissue paper, where it doesn't look like it would be, it would look like it would be a little more delicate than what it is, but then you pick it up, it's actually pretty substantial. I would style this on top of a coffee table or an entry table, maybe on top of a coffee table book if you have a coffee table book that's larger. And as I mentioned with the other object, I like the contrast that this has against the darker table and the lighter piece. And this is pretty substantial, it's kind of heavy. And so this is, I think, a little more of a investment piece. This was $60. But again, at some place like Pottery Barn, something like this would probably be $120, $140. So pick that up. And this last piece is probably my favorite piece. It really describes me, I guess, in one item. So I really like the elevated look of this and the elevated feel of it. I really like the neutral tones of it. It is made of alabaster, which means that if you illuminate this and set candles in it, it does show the light disperse through it. So that is another nice quality about it. It is a neutral tone, and so wherever you would sit this, it would blend in nicely. As you can see, it matches my dining room table well. It would match any other surface well as you sat it on top. The other thing I like about this is I like the weight of it. It's pretty hefty, and it is just a nice elevated piece. I also like how it's footed, and so it is lifted a little bit above the table and it doesn't rest flat, and it just gives it a different look. And this piece was $40, so if you like this one, pick this up as well. So, as I mentioned, we are doing a giveaway because it was my birthday month. So Monday was my birthday. I turned 57, and I thought I'd try and give back to my roomies and my community and do a giveaway. So what you need to do is you need to be a subscriber first. So you need to go to my YouTube channel and click that subscribe button, and then you need to find the short that talks about the giveaway and go to that and make a comment and say the word giveaway. And then that way you'll be entered into the contest. And so if you do those couple things and really subscribe, make the time to do that because I would love that, you will get entered into winning one of these, and then we will try and find a time to meet together and give you the item in a future video. So thanks so much. Also, if you want an additional entry, go to my Instagram and look for that same reel and comment the word giveaway, and that will also get you entered. So I appreciate the time that you spent with me today. We're gonna continue these giveaway videos, just trying to connect with my community more and show you how much I love and care about all of my roomies. So take the time again to go down and subscribe, and I look forward to creating with you.